and devotion. Call it a mom's adoration. Foundation, a special bond of creation. Ah, for all the single moms out there going through frustration. Clean bandit, China ball, and Marie thing made them air.
She works the nights by the water. She's gone astray, so far away from her father's daughter. She just wants a life for a baby. All on her own, no one will come. She's got to save him.
Daily struggle.
She tells him, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you.
Stay up there,
She
stay up
tells
there.
him your life ain't gonna be nothing like my life. You're gonna grow and have a good life. I'm gonna do what I gotta say.
Stay up there, stay up
So
there.
rock-a-bye, baby, rock-a-bye. I'm gonna rock you, rock-a-bye, baby, don't you cry. Somebody's got you, rock-a-bye, baby, rock-a-bye. I'm gonna rock you, rock-a-bye, baby, don't you cry.
Single mom, what you doing out there? Facing the hard life without no fear. Just see and know that you really care. Cause any obstacle come, you well prepare. And no, mama, you never shed tear. Cause you upset things year after year. And you give the youth love beyond compare. You find the school fee and the bus fare. Already pops disappear. In a rum bar, can't find him nowhere. Steadily your workflow, everything you know, so you're not stop. No time for you there.
Now she got a 6-year-old, trying to keep him warm, trying to keep out the cold. When he looks in her eyes, he gon' know he is safe when she says, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you. So rock-a-bye, baby, rock-a-bye. I'm gonna rock you, rock-a-bye, baby, don't you cry. Somebody's got you, rock-a-bye, baby, rock-a-bye. I'm gonna rock you, rock-a-bye, baby, don't you cry.
With a bang, bang, bang. Alright then. Rock-a-bye, rock-a-bye. Rock-a-bye, rock-a-bye. Don't bother cry. Lift up your head, lift it up to the sky, yo. Rock-a-bye, don't bother cry. Angels around you, just dry your eye.
Now she got a 6-year-old, trying to keep him warm, trying to keep out the cold. When he looks in her eyes, he don't know he is safe when she
Hello people, give me a second, what's up? Right, so we will just change our screen over to ATC, like so, and then bring this up, and then all that jazz, get this sorted. So right, doing ATC today, boys, and need to get some things open. I've got my charts open here and all that jazz. Now I need to get we will connect to ATC in a second. Sure that this is done. Got our sit and start here, all that jazz. Right, so there's no ATC on at the moment. There's hardly any traffic on at the moment. So I believe got on late radar is 27. Quite windy actually. Right, yeah, I think it's 27. planes taking off and departing out of 27. Right, so got that connected. EG ground, save. Could not locate localhost. Odd server. Auto select. Weird. EGNX ground. That. You know, give me a second, guys. Let me do it. Open the software up. What's that program called? I need to find the server name for this. Can't remember the server name. English. Okay, server name. Click enter. Here. Save. There we go. Right, we need the wait for the ATC round. Second in. Heading back to fun, haven't. Unless. There we go. Right, ATC. We want the 277. Right, now it's Bravo 2727 we're out of. Right, couple of seconds for that to load in. Right, so it's 0987. Yeah, we have no aircrafts in facility. For 27 we got DTY TTN. So we got Devontree and Trent departure. Devontree and Trent departure. Yeah, I'm in. Do we have any inbound and outbound? We've got planes coming in. Right, it's quiet at the moment with that connected. 274 departures. And arrival is 27. Have a quick look what's inbound. Guys coming as we speak. Okay, he's got a while yet. Got a while yet. It's got a while yet to go. Right, connect to that, connect to that's fine. And then do that in a second. No one actually on, so right about it. Yeah, we can. Wi-Fi is on. Right, we got 4 towers, ATC. Right. have to make sure there's no dots. And I think the stream does look good, don't you agree, guys? Right, so I know it's quite windy, so we got 340 at 9 knots. 2987. Have 2 of these departures. It's the Devontree or Trent. Devontree or Trent. Devontree 3 November, Devontree 4 Papa, and then we've got Trent 2 November, Trent 3 Papa. Old Hill Brookman's Park is for 0 Niner. Fine. And I'm not expecting it to be quite busy. I've got to start somewhere, haven't I? What I'm going to do that to there. Page down. There. Me there. So I don't know if this will work, but I'll give it time. Not working away because there's no hardly any traffic on. I've got the simulator running. As you can see, oh look at that! That looks gorgeous. Right, got some snacks here. Keep an eye up. To be honest, I find it easy if they spawn there. Open this goddamn thing. One thing I hate about this lolly. Not open. Oh. Come on. Open it up, man. Need to find out who's this other guy. Oh well. Good to know. Good to know. Hey, thank you for the follow. Thanks, what we had got going out in the real life. That's the only live traffic we got. That'll be East Midlands in real life. Aberdeen! That is a cargo plane. That's a 737-300, that is. It's like a 300. A Ryanair, that's going to Dublin's. Manchester's always busy. Actually pretty quiet. Thank you for the follow, whoever followed me. Aussie T. Appreciated. I had that tab open. Bit quiet. I've got a bit more organised this week. Oh, look at the plane. Emirates. Bye to Manchester. That's actually not, doesn't have that far to go. She's not that far to go, believe it or not. What about any planes near me, any chance? No. Just a KLM. Logan Air. Ryanair. Logan Air. United. Right. That does use a lot of resources though, that program. Once we get more traffic in, I'm going to see if this actually works. Or at least try and get it connected so that I don't double whammy like last time. Jesus Christ. Right, what's going on in the world of Heatbox? Right, we still got 2-7. Information Bravo. Don't need that open up now. I'm gonna have a bet on you guys. I'm gonna have a bet. The first person spawned in will be gate 10. As usual. Actually, I should have that software open as well. That will help me determine the wind information exactly. Even though it says up there at 9 knots. Where is it? Desktop. There it is. Excellent program. I'm going to use it for something. Right, we go to streaming, flight tool, airport data, wing calculations. There we go. EG. I'm going to see if it's correct. 27. Yeah, it is. It is correct. Yeah, it would be 27. What's that about? 1. Okay, 348.9. Exactly. It's accurate. Accurate. It is accurate. Good to know. Good to know. Don't need that desktop open. That page open. Any dots? I should have that more hard. Is it me? But it feels more laggier. Feels more laggy waggy. Going on down here? Now, I have to admit, this airport here does get pretty active, I know. It really is. Pretty active. Pretty active. Right, nibble time, I say. that website called again? Can't spell it. I'm just gonna save this. There you go. Oh really, this is a bit better information. Use this. Gives you a power graph. So if you're landing on, oh no, I'm gonna get it on the back. Uh, 987. Correct. Kind of accurate compared to up there. That. Have a bit of chocolate. Right, no point putting that on because there's no traffic anyway. Right, at least I can sit back and stream for 13 hours and watch a stream at the same time. Anyone in Discord? Here we have a couple of people. We have a couple of people. Right. I might sort out my colour contrast later. Make it better. Label select when blah blah should be. I'm gonna have it red so it stands out more. I think I'm parked here. My little midget plane is here. Hopefully you guys don't hear that. You're gonna see double echo. Oh, you don't. Bit loud, I apologise about that. Oh my god, you see me double. Ah! Let me just turn that off. A good idea. Zoom that. I'll just go in my background. What's this song anyway? Summer Hits. Right, let's have a quick look at the in-flight. Oh, look at that. That is lovely. Not my cup of plain. Yeah, these are two images I sent yesterday. There we go. That was yesterday's flight. Aer Lingus. M-Rock. M-Rock. Let me guess, this is Ian Fisher's image. No, it's not. Now, that is a group flight. Here's in the 787. Get in the helicopters. Get in the choppers. That does look pretty good. Apart from the parking spot. How did he get that in there? Did he get that plane in there in the first place? I mean, come on people, come on. That's a bit meh. Now that's a good image. And that is a good image. Talking about images, I got these two. I got these to upload some stage. I got all these images to upload some stage. For these guys, need to transfer that onto my laptop. Get them uploaded some stage on Instagram. Get them on Instagram. Do that some stage. Get them on Instagram. Will it open? Look at that, boys. Skyways. Logan, Ukraine International. That's Ukraine. No, that's Chewy. Chewy. Skyways. Indigo. Yep, that's that plane. And these two from yesterday. I'll do that on my laptop later. Get them transferred over at a later date. Bad. Not too bad. I hate when Discord does this. Execute, there we go. 987, still Bravo. Still Bravo, it's good to know. Don't mind me, I'm just going all over the place. But we got one. It's got a while yet, to be honest. An hour and 16 minutes. As if I'm still online. That is still if I'm still online. These are some of the old images of P3D. I'm in the trees. I don't even use that anymore. Tracks come along and refuels. That is Southampton. Looks like to be Southampton. Do you agree, guys? That seems to be Southampton. Looks like it. By the aircraft and the terminals and buildings. Yeah, it's Southampton. Question is, why are Southern A320 Neos doing there? Down gate number 5. Well, I get this to work soon. All I have to do is open up the core and type in whatever the thingy bob is. Oh, you're going to see double of me. Is this guy going? Man. Maybe do a stop and touch and go here. He wouldn't contact me then. Yeah. Yeah. Right. The high runway in use, please. Still 27. Okay. Hello, how are you? Runway in use, please. 27. Gonna say. Wow. Right, so this guy is go to here, going down here, which means that you probably go out on the on that one. That's fine. Up a bit. Right, we've got traffic, boys. Okay, so we're going to do TY. We get. I'll go in a second. I told you it was 10. I told you it was flipping 10. Jesus. The TNT is Trent 3 November. Just the bottom one. Ryanair 38 Yankee Juliet. Going to Heathrow. Eh! Why are you going to Heathrow, man? Why you want to go to Heathrow? Oh no, he's not going to Heathrow. Duh. He's going to EGJ. Evan Jones. I heard of this guy. Yeah. Evan Jones, Mr. Jones. EGJB. You're not going to Heathrow then? Oh, it's going over there. Let's say. Well, what's got EGLL here for? I'm waiting to the contacts. I've got EGLL here. That's correct. Yeah. Seeing things. Looks correct to me. Oh, flip. There you go. Not like I'm hovering over you, man. Sun. Don't need that page open. Jumanji. Jumanji. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Window. So that's where he's heading to. ATC on for that area as well. We'll go to the loo soon. And that one I need. You know what? I need to change that colour so it's easy to read. A bit back to front. Oh, it's Charlie now. And wind has changed. Yeah, it's fine. Double checking. Okay. Just double checking. Right, so you push back facing east. God, what's this song now? Wait, I still got this open, duh. I like it. Next one. Okay. I don't like these songs, to be honest. maps. Right, this time should be a bit more prepared, even though a bit quiet, but we'll see. Last week I wasn't prepared. Again, wasn't prepared full stop with some things. Anyway. Ooh. Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Thanks for that. Yeah. What's this guy saying? I'll answer him later. He's probably sending me images. Now he's squad 2000. What the hell is this guy's doing? He's probably stuffed up his frequency. Do a flight from East Midlands then, huh? Get him to do a flight from East Midlands. Hang on. Oh. There you go. I don't know what this guy is doing, but I can tell you that now that this guy...
East Midlands, ground hello, Ryanair 38 Echo Juliet. We have information Charlie on board, stand 10, request IFR clearance down to Jersey.
Weird, his thing's not showing up. 38 Echo. Ryanair 38 Echo Juliet. Welcome to East Midlands. Good day. Cleared to your destination on the Devonshire 3 November. Runway 27. Squad. Squad is 3627.
Cleared to Guernsey, Daventry 1 November departure, runway 27, squawk 3627, near 38 Echo Juliet.
Ryanair 38 Juliet, Echo Juliet, readback is correct. Report fully ready.
Wilco, Ryanair 38 Echo Juliet.
Oh, that's come up. There we go. Couldn't find his thingy-bob. Right. Feedback's correct. Right, so then it contacts London Control on 13205. That went well. That went well. I'm surprised I heard him. I had to double check his call sign because it's not coming up. 38 Echo Julie. Right. So that will disappear in a second as he flies off. 7627 his departure on the Devonshire 3 November. Got it here. That jazz. Got my stuff here to read. Megaseconds. Down a bit. Okay. Give this a try. See if it works. Means I need to have my open. We will connect. What we're gonna do is there any? Actually, we're gonna do is registration number of the aircraft that I forgot. How do we do this again? Connector. We connect to connector. Okay. We select the plane. It's the 182. Make it small. Default. Don't want to connect to the supervisor, do we? Oh, yeah. Where is it? If you click list on the traffic manager. Yeah, where's the list? I got the... Oh, yeah. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Appreciate it. Oh, that's a bit long. Oh, yeah. Yeah, appreciated. That makes it a lot easier. There we go. Yeah. There we go. See, I'm not familiar with the software. There we go. Now I can see it. Good tip. I tried to get this to work before, but it didn't specifically work. So I'm going to put in just normal Papa November 1 2 3. That'd do. Connector blah blah blah. Right, if this doesn't work, I have to disconnect straight away. Wait, did it work? You are registered as read-only proxy client. I think it worked. Didn't see myself on the radar fingers. And you see Ryanair? Yeah, there he is. There's Ryanair. Excellent. Worked. Last time it didn't work. So guys, we can see, should see the airplane in the middle screen. Yeah, I'm not showing up. I'm located here at this hangar as a Bush aircraft. The Bush aircraft. So we need to remove the static airplane, don't we? Wait, is there another aircraft? No. Do it like that. Reason why I'm saying that guy's got his lights on.
Ground Ryanair 3 Echo Juliet is ready for push and start.
Push and start approved, facing east. Ryanair 38 Echo Juliet.
Ryanair 3 Echo Juliet, face east.
Good to work. You'll be on Charlie then. Right, so what else? Oh, that's what I want for. Ow! Who was that sent me a message? What? Why am I getting so many pings from here? Right, towers online. Eric. Making sure he just can't see it. It's going to keep doing that to me. You're going to hear this. This is going to be annoying me now. gonna say why it keeps going dilling, dilling, dilling. So 124 just 55. Transfer to that guy. Say why it's dilling. Right. There he is. Hello there. Hey, what's up, my man? Right, this Ryanair's pushing back as we speak. Look at this scenery, it looks epic. So it's gonna get dark soon. I need to listen now. Tower. Yes, I thought you were. I recognise your name. Yeah, I was asking, you can see my plane because hence this. I've got live traffic. This. And I wanted to know the software's working. So we got this guy about to request for a donut. If you can't see it, it's well and good. I'm actually parked here, believe it or not. Right, so we just got Ryanair about to departure. So get ready. You know, it'd be interesting how many traffic we've got on board. Let me know one-way changes. Next to EGNX. Or click on the tower next to EGNX. Yeah. Do 727. Right, so I'm using this software for my windy information. In the airport tab. In the airport tab. Discord's going off again. What you talking about? I'm in the airport tab. Now under EGNX. In the airport tab. Yep. Yeah, I've got EGNX selected. I've got the one-ways here. See Ryanair in green? Yep. That is correct. Yeah. It's going out on the Devonshire 3 November. I think. Oh, okay. Well. Going on, it's fine.
Ryanair 3 Echo Juliet, ready for correction, ready for taxi runway 27.
Ryanair 38 Echo Juliet. Taxi to runway 27 via holding point Alpha 1. Does that mean... Oh, hang on. Let's start this again. Taxi to holding point Alpha 1 via Charlie, Romeo and Alpha. There we go.
Taxi holding with Alpha 1, runway 27 via Charlie Romeo and Alpha, Ryanair 38 Echo Juliet.
There we go. Message him, or I can ping him. Oh, come on. There we go. Right, Discord's gotten off. Who's messaging me now? We got someone else joining. Okay. He's almost at his right destination. Anyway, at least you got to be tower at long last. Not like last week. You only had like, was it 5 minutes with me? Never again drop the C-17 or the 5. I'll do another long flight. Yeah, 5 minutes last time, I know, right? All good. Flipping Windows Defender. Maybe that's why it's lagging as flip. I wait to get Alpha 2 and then I hang him over. If even 5 minutes, I don't wait. Yeah, I can connect. Right, I'm connecting. 2 minutes later. Bye, Empire. Have a good time. You know what? Let's go. Let's have a quick look. Oh my god. He's doing the glitchy thing. Oh, he's doing the glitchy whippy. Oh, there we go. He's stabilized now. Lagging. No, it's fine. This airport's amazing, right? Absolutely amazing. You was bored? Empire, let me tell you, when I was flying over Antarctica, I was bored. If you want to do a long haul flight, you would be bored, you douche. Wow. Jesus. Jesus. Do shorter flights, man. If you do shorter flights, you won't have that problem then. Do shorter flights, you wouldn't have that, what do you call it, problems. Right. We'll do 2 shorter flights. About 2 hours each or an hour each. Okay. Ryanair 38 Echo Juliet. Please contact tower on 124.005. Have a good flight. Bye bye.
124.005 for Ryanair 38 Echo Juliet. See ya.
So yeah. Do shorter flights. This image just guy going to East Midlands. That'd be short. I'm going to stick with East Midlands until I'm very familiar with it, and then when I move to another airport I need to relearn all the SIDs again. Oh, I'll have it open anyway. Ryanair 38 Echo Juliet. Line up and wait on 27. Ryanair 38 Echo Juliet. Winds at 340 at 9 knots. Visibility is clear. Clear to land. Clear to take off at 27. Clear to take off at 2. Yeah, whatever. We'll get that right eventually. We've got 340 at 9 knots. Wind at 340 at 9 knots, clear to take off at one way at 27. I don't mind doing longer flights, but like the 2 favourite airports are not released to Xbox. Yeah. You've got a default anyway, haven't you? You know, it's just nothing stopping you going to the favourite airports. No, you've got default. So off he goes. Oh, and he just changed his. Now he's on Charlie. Off he goes. A good flight. See when you get there. Do you think if you got the full ATC here that we do now, people will see that East Midlands is completely online and you just go, well, oh yeah, East Midlands online, let's go and do a flight from there. Oh. You know what I forgot to say, guys? If anyone's out there, right, can you tell me what I actually forgot to say to Ryanair 3 Echo Juliet? Can anyone confirm what I literally forgot? I didn't mention it, I didn't say it. There it is. Call a scramble. Oh, what, fighter jets? No, try again. Maybe for you, Mac, you just turned up before. You just turned up when I already said all what to said. One thing I forgot to mention, but really, ground deals with it actually. Delivery doesn't. Ground does. It starts with a 0, ends with a 7. I did not mention the QNH. 0987. To mention that. I forgot to mention it to him. And I don't think it's necessary, but it's not the point, isn't it? It says when you talk as an ATC, you have to make sure that it's QNH is 0987. Standing pressure 1013. Didn't mention it. I wouldn't mind doing it. I take from the Lakey house. Okay. But the weather's changed. And he's gone. In the wind. Oh, look at this airport go. Keep in mind we got some static airplane. Ooh. That's flashing. Went loopy for a second. Yeah, it's when you tower, you don't really need to do much as tower. You just let the guy take off. Say clear to take off. He takes off. He gets up to Pacific flight level. You end up saying, right, switch over to London Centre, please. Which, is it gone offline? No, it's not. 132.605. Yeah, but if you're being tower on, but there's no ground, you've got to do tower and ground. Isn't it? If it's just tower on, you've got to do both. Tower is easy until you get VFR and tons of traffic. Yeah. We're lucky that most people do IVAO, don't they? To be honest, on ground I just say, do whatever. Yeah. But obviously, since I'm only... I don't know how many hours I got. 7 hours into it, I don't have tower vision. I can't do tower. Yeah. So you have to know your IFR and your VFR, obviously. That's the reason. That's probably one reason why I'm not going to rush myself. I am interested in doing these exams, but at the same time, I'm. Yep. Why this keeps coming up? I don't get it. Yeah. True. Ever considered VATSIM? Not really, no. I've got a VATSIM account. But I'm really focused on AVAO. EGNX, bunch of numbers, report aircraft type and stand number on internal contact. There you go. Oh, every time you update your ATAs, I get this comes through. Really? All you've got to keep telling them is to keep it short. Every time I think it's the ATAs. Every time the ATAs gets updated, this goes off. I mean, it's annoying that it goes bling, but at the same time, at least it makes me go, "Ooh, ATAs updated." I didn't realise until it's set to Charlie. It was Bravo, now it's Charlie. Oh, wind has changed by 10 knots. Has it? Oh no. 350 now. 10. Go. But it's still the same one way anyway. Not much difference. Could be 09 soon. Could be. Could be. Not how the wind is. Yeah, there's not much difference. What the heck is that? It's a software that I use for all sorts of things. Simple Pro Kit. Airports, checklist, wing calculator. Just image having that wind. Epic, right? It's all in one software. It, to be honest, doesn't update as frequency. I always have to do this. God damn it. Yeah, I'm gonna say. You use 2.7. Like I said, wind hasn't changed that much. 350 at 10 knots. Eh. VATSIM. What the heck is... Oh, what the heck is VATSIM? VATSIM is similar to AVAO. It's another ATC network to fly on. Either be a pilot or an ATC. If you like starting new to communicate, recommend AVAO. I cannot really... I don't know that question. Aussie? I'm pretty new to ATC myself. As a pilot, AVO, yes. But for ATC, I'm pretty much started out. Is it basically much busier on a... you don't really want it busy. If you're a new person who's just started out as ATC, you do not want to be busy. Well, you want traffic, but at the same time you don't want traffic. Honest and truthfully, if you want to start as a beginning ATC, then AVAO is probably the lot easiest way to go about it. Reason why, you got the map here. The easy way, you can go straight on their website, create an account, go to straight in the website, and it's just as easier to get the software straight away. There we go. Which one? One. You can go and get the software, flip it out, download it, run it, go on to the training, read the training documents and all that jazz, read the rules, the regulations, flipping, yeah, I need to disable that. Jesus. Yeah, I would recommend AVAO to begin with, absolutely. Like I said...
What is your major malfunction, numbnuts?
Jesus Christ. I know, if I'm going to get busy on ATC, I'm going to disable those alerts. Oh. You're back in, you can't post links. XU, yeah, I use that all the time. That is the you're back in, by the way. That is the, what do you call it, the Ireland and UK division. You're not allowed to post links in the channel, guys. Heads up. Where Brian Welshman, we can't post links, but you're back in. That was my first. Oh, chat's going great. Yeah, I've used that. I go on my own division and read all that jazz, master. But everything you need to know, documents is all here, even for pilots. Or the documents and exams you need to do. Yeah, the reason why I don't allow it, because I had problems in the past where people were posting links to websites that are a bit... Yeah. And nowadays, as a streamer, you've got to be careful what people post. Yes, I know. No, it's got another one coming. Ipswich one. Yeah, I know, he's got a while yet, hasn't he? Cargo Lex. Got quite a while yet. Over Scotland?
What is your major malfunction, numbnuts?
You got more points. I was almost going by the alternatives for out of NX with you. What? Well, they do fly out of here, so advise you not. Yeah. What? How come? Because it will be a different procedures. Makes it harder on me. So I changed to the 7.3. Did you hear that? 988. Wind is the same and it's still Charlie. So this cargo Lex will land on 27. You'll go to Hotel 1. Well, between Mike 1, Hotel 1, or Golf 1. And then I will say taxi to gate 120. On this area. Cargo bay. 340 now. What about? The wind. Oh. It was 340 in the first place, you douche. Are you sure? Yeah. I don't know it's 10. This hasn't changed. No, it was 350. Well, it's only a very minimum adjustment, isn't it? Meter still says 350 though. Well. What are you using? Well, to practice, they brought 330 to 050. Yeah. Well, you're in charge of which runway they want to depart you in and out. At the moment, 27 it is. Is the time. Yeah, this 7.3's got a while yet to go, guys. It's still got half an hour to go, yeah. Oh, he got down there quick. Doesn't take long to get up to cruising. He's already at the Heathrow. Yes, I know. That's why I used 27. I know that. I know. Not that long a flight. Time you get up to cruising, it's time to come back down again. You might do a turn leg. Maybe. Maybe you would say to him that you're not clear to land and make him do a go around. Hello, person behind Empire. Yeah, hello to him too. We shall know. How's it look in the weather? Oh, the scenery looks amazing, doesn't it, guys? Even though I've got static planes all over the place. Perfect spot, isn't it? See planes landing at 27. Our park's not even full up. What's that all about? What's that all about? We've got plenty of stands over here. I'm surprised how much cargo does come out of East Midlands. To be honest. From Flight Radar, not about an hour ago, there was a 737-300 cargo just left. And it was going over Ireland as we speak. Plenty of cargoes. You're loving it. Yes, I know. Ants. That. Ants. That in the distance. East Midlands pretty much dead centre. used by Amazon a lot, believe it or not. Middle of nowhere. Art. Not that far from the M24. The M1, not the M24. God damn it, the M1. Not that far from that area. Interesting what this cargo Lex is carrying. What has he got on board? Icicles, maybe? Icicles? Or snow? Right, so Ryanair 38 Echo Julia, predict your landing weight. We're gonna guess what your landing rate is. Do you have anything running in the background to confirm what your landing rate? You got a landing rate software running. Do you use Flow any chance? This is Flow. This is Flow. I predict that you get minus 256. Ah. So you know your stuff. You got the right software. Good. Yeah, I use Flow as well. You know, with Flow, you can get a landing rate on Flow now. Every time you land, with Flow, there's an add-on. It pops up if you've got it selected. Go predict in once on the ground. Okay. Okay, I will predict a riot. I'll predict a riot. Yeah, Flow's an excellent software, guys. Want to change the time? There you go. I want to see it in the night time. Talking about it, be interesting if the weather on here is correct. We got live weather on. Let's have a quick look. 342 at 13 knots. Do you really trust that weather information? Or? Yeah, I would. Wow. $988 is correct. 330 about 6. Yep, I trust that one. I trust that one. 350 at 10 knots. There. Other planes. Oh, there we are. There's me. There's me. Parked out the way. There's me. That's not static. That's a real plane. That's me. I'm down on AVAO now. Yeah. Gonna take ages. Yeah, it is gonna take ages. Like anything. Like VATSIM or AVAO. Don't rush. Oh, please don't rush. Just take your time joining. Register. Save your passwords, your ID number, all that jazz. Download the required softwares. Just take your time. Just read the documents and all that jazz. Take your time. I don't want people just to, if they don't understand it or they're brand new to the network, I don't want people to just rush into it. Sometimes it can give ATC or pilots a hell of a hard time. If you download the pilot client, it's this baby, which is this baby. If you're a pilot and you're using the AVAO for the pilot client, make sure you have the MTL model matching installed as well. It comes with it. Quite a big size file now. I don't know how big it is. 10 gigs, I think. Not even sure. How big is it? It's called the MTL, AVAO MTL installer. That will download all the required liveries and all that jazz. Auto matching software. You can see all the other planes. I don't even know how big it is, to be honest. There it is. I know it's got bigger. 18 gigs. There we go. 18.2 gigs. 18.2 gigabytes. Damn, that's big. Damn, that's big. Hey, good day. Busy at East Midlands. It's peaceful, actually. Nice and peaceful. It's relaxing and peaceful. For now. We got this guy coming in. Hopefully he doesn't give me a hard time. Shouldn't have said that. I know, right? That's a bit... not too bad. Too bad. It's Wednesday, so I don't really expect much on a Wednesday. I expect much on a Wednesday. I just like to sit back and enjoy the scenery. Just think, we're going to see a nice 747 coming into landing. Yeah, the clouds are moving, you can see that. Thank you for the follow, pilot and plane spotter. What? Spotter Alliance? I thought he said Spotter Airlines, but it's Spotter Alliance, isn't it? Pilot and Plane Spotter Alliance. Thank you for the follow, appreciated. As a blah, blah, blah. And since we're on WebEye, we're not spying on planes. The Flying Welshman coming in with the follow. Pilot in the plane spotter. Oh. Alliance. Well, it could be worse, right? The Flying Welshman, appreciated. We are watching you. Slowly. You're over the water. Slowly. Should be descending. Slowly. I don't know why it says NA on the bottom here for. Not creepy at all. Right, okay, I need to do something here, guys, to this wine now. Okay, I can do this, right, I'll go over this screen. Exterminate, yep. Be happy, guys. Yeah, I'm usually fly more than ATC. Heads up, guys. I'm only doing this once a week, or when I can fit it in between the times I can do it in. I wanted to give some controllers some traffic, and I saw EGNX and EGJB on. Well, welcome. Well, thanks for taking off from East Midlands. Give me some ATC for a newbie. A complete newbie. Sometimes pilots can give a hard time to controllers in a good way, not in a bad way. Like I did the other day. Oh, I challenged some people the other day. Was it last week? Yeah, last Friday. I challenged some people last Friday, boys. Come on, what's up, my man? Last week I landed. Full stop landing on the runway. Pretend that my brakes are on fire, or they're overheated. Couldn't move. And I literally made the plane behind me to do a go around. I done it on purpose. I'm not feeling very well. Oh god, you're sick. Don't give it to me, man. I know you don't love me that much, but don't give it to me. Damn. Is it sick as in body sick, or sick with life? Yeah, you could say that. Gotta stir you up somehow. going to fly from EGNX now. Thank you for informing me. Oh, flu. Yeah. Make sure you take some stuff. And get some rest. That's all I can say. I'll give it to you over the stream. Yeah, well, don't go too hard. Don't crop it through the microphone. Oh, look at that. We have Zoom. Right, where are you going to? The Eggy Weggy. There's a coughing headache. Yeah, that's in the backside. Right, clicked. Yeah, look at that. So he's on going on the. Hopefully he has a good flight. Oh, I clicked off the plane. No. When any landing prediction for me right now? I'm going to say minus. Well, how can I confirm you're not going to? Oh, it's just. Where are you, man? Disappeared. I know, right? Still here. Kuwait. Kuwait. Kuwaiti. Probably changing this livery. I'm gonna say minus 350. Could if you try hard enough. Oh, it's changed gates, hasn't it? Wow. Wow. They connected now. There he is. There he is. Kuwaiti. Huh. Well, that's what the wind direction is. 350 at 10 knots. That's my wind, so that's what I'm predicting. Hopefully I'm wrong. Okay, so is that gate 1-1? Okay, so it's that one. Oh Lord. If you're a professional pilot, then again you're Ryanair for Christ's sake. If you're a professional pilot that isn't Ryanair, you should butter it like -1. If you're a Ryanair pilot, I can't expect it to be hard. Anyone else want predict in the channel? Come on, guys. Let's predict the Flying Welshman's predicament. Come on, guys. They predict in the channel. 233. There we go. 233. We're kind of high, aren't we? Kind of high, aren't we? Not Ryanair pilot, I'm Ryanair cabin crew in real life. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Another argument I'm going to say, guys. I'm Welshman. I picked stand 10. This guy is almost selected gate 10. Ability 5. I had to check. I had to check. I literally had to check. Oh my god. 1165 he's got. Check ATC message. I'm not that far. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh. It's like, okay, I've been on for 5 hours. This plane's coming in 10 minutes. I'm going to disconnect. That being said, he's still got ATC on anyway. He's got center on. He's got center on. Right, so this guy's going to Frankfurt. My numbnut's like. Wait, what? that bell. Oh hell no! Yeah, roger that. I might give you late clearance. Predict minus 174 RPM landing from. Well, someone can do that, not me. I'm sticking with my guns, 350. Sticking with my guns. My guns, Bob. Guns. My big guns. Yeah. He's been United Kingdom airspace for a while. Hence why I said United Kingdom. I'm gonna wait for him to speak and then I will say I'll be back in 2 seconds. I need to do something real quick. So he's on Charlie with information Charlie. But to be honest, planes coming into landing is a little bit easy actually. All you have to do is tell them to park at Pacific Gate or ramp, stand. They're actually in Kuwaiti. This image right, I get this cargo decks.
Hello, John. Good day. Squad 103, audio check.
This call sign again. Kuwaiti 113, ability 5.
5x5, thank you.
I forgot his circle. Kuwaiti. Why Kuwaiti? That's another thing I need to
Kuwaiti 103, request high for clearance to Frankfurt International Airport.
Kuwaiti 113, information Charlie is correct. Good day, this is Eastman's. Flew to Frankfurt on the Daventry 3 November. Squad 1165. 1127. Put that back to front again. Yeah, I know.
Clear to Frankfurt International Airport via DT 3 November. Squad code 1165. Kuwaiti 113.
Kuwaiti 113, read back is correct. Report fully ready.
Report ready for Schmack Kuwaiti 113.
Ouch! You son of a... Attention all units. Attention all units. Information is now Delta. ATC is now Delta. Eggy wiggy. Attention all units. Don't forget to push it. To be honest, I'd do is douche, douche, douche. Wait till him talk. Once he's finished talking, then I confirm it as Mark. So, it is 12 knots now. QNH 0989. Excellent. I know that, future clip, I'm just going to say future clip, every time information's changed, Alpha, Charlie, Delta, Foxtrot, whatever, he always reads out over the frequency, just to confirm to all traffic that the information's now changed. But not everyone does that. So, I'm not, if it's just preference or what. Just preference and whatnot. Preference. I know when you do the ATC exam, you need to be on the point. On the point. Can't really make any mistakes. way. Right, how is he going for the landing? You're not there yet. He's concentrating on flying, but we can make his day horrible. Surprised how much traffic is around here, but they're not going to my area, not going to East Midlands, man. One. Are the ads finished? Oh, don't want to see myself. The ads finished, let me know. Right guys, if I need to disappear for about 2 seconds guys, I will be right back. Hopefully he doesn't need to let's say it in a way. I'll be back. I'll be as quick as I can. Don't need to contact me just yet. Ready? 2 seconds. Was quick. Contact. It's quick. Oh. Eh. Quick. The bullseye. Oh, I can't do that. Webcam. This OBS disappeared too. Oh, no wonder it was laggy. Get rid of that for a second. Right. Yeah, I know what. He knows you're going to do a bad landing, so he's going to disconnect. I know his history. Yep. You don't see that. Don't see that. Wow, rookie number. There it is. Really? What's this about? God damn.
When you call the mattress man, forgets about the rest. 'Cause when you call the mattress man, he reckons he's the best.
Celebrate the summer with a great night's sleep and a
You can't read our message.
mattress man. Save 15% off any mattress from single to super king at our summer sale with free next working day delivery. Plus, we just launched a 60-night sleep trial on every mattress too.
Unless he's got his glasses to read that bit.
At mattressman.co.uk
Right.
today.
And you'll be so delighted you'll be bouncing up and down.
Order before 4 p.m.
Don't have live time on, guys. We got live weather on, so. Oh, that's better. Booking them. Oh, it's getting closer. He's getting closer, boys. I do a bit of ATC like you. I needed to search for it and know how to do. Yeah, I do a BATC like you. I needed to search for it, how I do it. What division are you in? It's different in every division. Well, of course it is. It's not that. United Kingdom, it's blah blah. You got this, you got that. Each country, America is different. Of course it is. I mean, America, 18,000 feet for flipping terrains. Here in the UK is 6,000. This is the reason why I don't want to go to other countries at the moment. God damn. Carry to 113, have you spoken over? Gonna cut out for a second.
What do you want to say again?
QE2113, you sent through a message a couple of seconds ago. Did you request anything as you were cutting out?
No, thank you.
No worries, no worries. I thought you'd said something. Anyway. Alex is getting, you know. He has to... Does he realise that it's 2-7 arrival? Yeah. Most of it is, but yeah, true. In Ireland it's 5,000. Yep, EGTT knows. Well, his accidental clickies are basically clicking away. Just how the arrival works. Anyway, so he's coming in. From theatre, he's still got another 5 minutes yet anyway. And I'm guessing he's going to get off at Mike 1 or Hotel 1. And speaking of the devil, Right, Mr. Welshie man, you are finally down. You are landed. What was your landing rate? Was it minus 350, minus 233, minus 153? What was the landing rate? So what is it? You got proof. Come on, man. Want to know what your landing is so we can see how the
Going to 1-3, can you say the squawk please? I forget.
8113, squad code is 1165. It was 221.
1165, Coach 1.
That is correct. Minus 221. Could be better. But yeah, at least you're way below. Who said 233? Said 233. 221 for Ryanair. That's pretty normal. You. Good. Now you're going to do a return flight. I'm going to give you another landing rate. Yeah, he wasn't far off. He was pretty close. About 12, isn't it? Yeah. 12. Yeah, you said 233, so it's 12. I had to have it a little... Well, that's plenty of space. Did you float any chance? Usually when you try to do the best landing best landing rate impossible, I find that I tend to float a lot. Trying to get on the runway, you're trying to do the softest landing as possible, but you end up floating. Just don't focus on getting it down, you just end up floating. Wow, look at that. Oh, who we got here? And I recognise the call sign any day. Ryanair 1988. Look at that.
Kuwait 1-3, ready for pushback.
Wet 113, are you ready to start, did you say?
Ready for pushback and start Kuwait 1.
In that case, Kuwait 113, push and start approve, facing east. QNH 0989.
Pushback and start approve facing east, QNH 989, Kuwait 1.
Correction 89. Better. Rail Express. Oh, it's coming, boys. Rail Express. This helpful tip with the aircraft list kind of helps. I know, right? It's just instant came up. It should be in your frequency very soon. Got to come round yet. Right, so he's got a clear to push and start, and he can taxi to holding point, and then he's probably going to get the 747 come to landing first. Yeah, like I said, he'll be contact you. He's going to make the final turn. Round here, and then contact you, and boom. So he's clear for push and start. I will get him to taxi. Then I will hand you over. Cargo World Express will come in to land. I give him a lucky number. My lucky number is 77. But it's over here. Delta, which is a one flipping stand. I wonder what his landing rate's going to be. Right, guys, we're going to do a prediction for this guy. Give him 7-7. Wait, what? I'm not going to give him 7-7. That's my lucky number. I'm gonna spawn there. 7-7. Never. Can we see him yet? Give him 7-7. Are you crazy? I'm ready for him to come in. I'm ready to watch him. Can't see him through the clouds. But how fast? What is that? Clicking? Is that the cars going past? Oh, I do like this airport. Scenery is absolutely fantastic. Did a good job. I think next time we should have all the traffic disabled, the AI traffic disabled. Otherwise you're going to get wheel planes inside another plane. Like what's happening now. Can't see on my radar contact yet. Oh, he's pushing back. There you go, boys. Oh, we've got another plane to spawn in. We've got another plane to spawn in inside each other. Just instant spawn in. We? No, it's just another AI spawning in. Really? Tell you what, I'm going to log off and give EGPH a little ATC assistance. Ah, really? How's it going up there then? Oh yeah. They got traffic coming in, don't they? Is he? Oh, he's got more hours than me. Yeah. He's got how many inbound? 3 inbound, 2 outbound. Yeah, that's more than me, I suppose. Keep doing that, friends. There we go. Right. I have more hours than him. Goes. Yeah. Probably got a lot more experience than I do. I mean, he's tough, for Christ's sake. I'm not. Wow.
280-113, ready for taxi.
280-113, branch out of 27, so taxi to holding point Alpha 1 via Charlie, Alpha, Charlie, Romeo and Alpha 1.
Taxi to holding point runway, taxi to holding point Alpha 1, runway 27 via Charlie, Alpha, Romeo, Alpha 1, Kuwaiti 1.
It's correct. Can't see him yet. Ah. This guy's coming. Yeah. Kind of made a... Oh, he went up too much. Yeah, very soon. He'll be here, but I don't see it. Oh, instant pop. There we go. We got him. He's a bit high. I think that you might be why. Yeah. Might be alright. Uh-oh. Oh, he's making the, he's... Should be capturing. Oh, he's lining up. Yep, he's trying to line up probably. Yep, there we go. There we go. Is that his call sign? 399999999. Right, it's contacted in you now. He's on your frequency. Oh. What are you telling me that for? Like if I didn't know. Wait, what? He's cutting a corner, this guy. He's cutting a corner. What? This guy's cutting a corner. Why are you cutting a corner? What? This guy. Oh. He's cutting a corner. Wow. I mean, it's fine, but... Hitting the apex. I mean, he just went over onto that gate. 21 in 20. Right, do we see the 7-4 yet? He is close. He is very close. Oh, you can see lights. There you go. Watch his landing. Watch his landing. Got cargo legs. Going to landing. Let's watch him, guys. He's coming to land, boy. Gonna battle it. What? He's floating. Oh, that boy. Power strike, but it's probably because how it is. He's down. Boom, baby. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. KT113. Please switch over to Isbadden's Tower on 124.055. Have a good one. Enjoy your flight.
Switch to Tower 124.005. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye, Kuwaiti 1.
Right. Oh, he's going to go out of golf. Just stopped on time. But which gate should he park at? And he just exited. Just exited. Exited it. Golf 2. I'll make him to go 104.
Ground hello, Well Express 399, vacate on Golf.
Well Express 3999, welcome to East Midlands. That was a great landing, by the way. Taxi to gate 104 via Alpha and Foxtrot to 104.
104 via Alpha Foxtrot, Well Express 3999, cheers.
Oh, let's watch this guy taking off. Makes a difference if you've got proper scenery, know where the taxi to and from and that jazz. Well, off he goes. Well, he didn't. That's a surprise. Gone up already. Deep climb as well. Off he goes. Have a good one. Yes. Off he goes. Off he goes. To Frankfurt. To Frankie Fred. What the hell? Doing that? Echo now. Really? 04. $104. And not see him anymore. That's just in the cloud, it's gone. Why are you calling me, man?
Hello, yeah. I just want to let you know, basically, quick tip. I don't mind too much now, but if you're going to be with another controller, just think about doing the transfer, because when you release, you're just releasing it to Unicom, basically.
Yeah.
So you see, if you press right mouse on it and accept transfer now, it will accept the transfer quickly, and then I can show you how to properly transfer. Yeah. So you see now, and then I'll look at your screen now. Right click on the aircraft again.
Yeah.
And then you see on the left side there's like you see there's like a Wi-Fi signal, or the Wi-Fi symbol basically.
Yeah.
You can this is one way now to do it. You can press that, and then if you press that, you'll see the frequency on release.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Yeah. So you can do it that way, or you can just press the under the T, which is next to the N there. But that's how I usually do it. I just press basically the Wi-Fi symbol, and then when I have to release it, I just press release with the frequency of symbol. So just a quick bit, basically.
Well, someone told me that before, but not click the Wi-Fi thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's highlighted now, and then I can click release, and it will.
Yeah, and then
I see
release
it
is.
come up.
Yeah. So if you were to release to me, basically, it would be a transfer.
Yeah, it's highlighted now. Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, no worries. Bye bye.
Well, something else I learned. Well, I didn't learn. I just didn't know about it in the first place. Well, so basically, I was releasing to I was releasing to everyone going to Unicom instead of the right frequency. What the? Wow. Right, so that guy, you don't need to talk to me. Yeah, it's true. So all this time, right, what I've been doing is clicking on the plane, transfer release. I wasn't hitting the Wi-Fi, I was just doing that and then clicking release. I didn't realise that that bit there actually highlights to a tower. That's what I've been doing. So all this time when I click and release, I thought it was transferring to you, but in fact it was going to Unicom. Like I said, I'm just a newbie, right? I'm just a newbie. I'm a newbie. Like this guy. Doesn't need to be on that frequency anymore. It'd be in Unicom. So if I off click it, it'd be nothing here, which means that when he disconnects, it'd be on Unicom. Well, Express 3999, welcome to East Midlands again. With that, you can switch over to Unicom on 122.8. Have a good one, bye bye. There you go. You didn't hear me anyway, but... we're gonna... planes good. But that's another thing. So... from streaming this, I learned that this list is an option that helps find out what's coming in, what's going out. Wasn't using the transfer thing incorrectly. Yeah. So if you're a newbie, guys, isn't just the fact that you need to know everything about ATC, you just need to know how to use the goddamn software. You learn with experience. Yeah, of course. Like I said, I only done... honest and truthfully, if you think about how much traffic that I had, and you combine how much traffic that I had and how much traffic that I actually kind of experience in terms of clearance and approval for landing, it's about 5 hours worth. Even though it says 7 to 8 hours of ATC, doesn't mean it's 7 hours constant. 4 hours of that is probably just me, just sitting here, doing nothing. Oh, you haven't? So obviously you learn it that way as well. Someone taught you how to do that, obviously. Like I said, this software's got a lot of time to get used to. Software, so they're quite involved. When I first installed the software, none of these tabs were listed. Oh, Heathrow's about to shut down. When I first installed the software, none of this was at the top. These weren't in place. Hey, thank you for Mid-South pronounced probably. Thank you for the follow, appreciated, welcome aboard. Even when I first installed the software, I messed around with the colours, set the profile up, set the settings up. At least now, with the latest update, before, every time I open up the software, before, I have to go into the SSR, the squad code settings, and I have to make sure that this is selected to yes. That way, it automatically gives the plane's squad number. Before, when I first had this installed, every time I opened this up, this was switched to off, back to default. Obviously to fix that, so every time I open this up now, it's always set to yes. Remember, every time I open this up, I have to go through all the settings every goddamn time, which is obviously in the latest update they fixed all. Good. We got get 2 holidays there. Oh, was the 7th for? Oh, yeah, great landing. Yeah, I was. I saw you come to landing. Yeah, we got a drone cam doing its thing. We parked next to a static plane. If you save the profile, it will save the settings. I had the profile saved. I had the profile saved. Well, I had the profile saved. But for the settings, it wasn't being saved. So as soon as I selected profile and save it, this part wasn't saved. Until one of the updates came along. It was a bug. It's fixed now. Like I said, when I first installed this program, I didn't even know how to give people squad code. And then, obviously, someone told me what to do. And they said, make sure this is on. And then you will generate a squad code, it comes here. And then make sure you mark it. So, the guy in the 7-4, what was your landing weight? Your landing weight. We have a debate on here. Every time we have a debate on here, who gets the best landing weight? No idea. Oh, come on. You got any software that records your landing weight, or you just explain 11, P3D or MSFS? Oh, we're going to see this guy going over our space. Okay. Yeah, that's what we've seen. It's pretty good landing. Oh. Yeah. He's in a 7-8. He's a... yeah. The airline can... actually, be honest, they've got a pretty good livery on that 7-8, don't they? Flight level 2-4. I know. 10 knots at heading 350. It was quite windy. You can actually hear it. Yeah, but 747s can take it. They can take it. They've been a real lot worse, to be honest. I was saying an hour ago, didn't we, guys, that wonder what cargo was he taking? Was he taking icicles? Or snow? "14 minutes. We know this guy is 1988. Oops. Thinking where to park this vine here. You could park him, right, on 32. Yeah. I mean, 209 is actually worse. Yeah, it's about the same. About the same. 20927 is about the same. Big crosswind. You know what I can do, right, for this vine here? He comes landing. I will say to him, go to Alpha, right? Romeo, Charlie Alpha to 32. Instead of going to Quebec, I make him go further. Just to annoy him. This vine here. You'll see. We will see. Flipping out, this guy's doing a long flight. He's going to Los Angeles. 10 hours. Flip. 10 hours, boys. Flip. Good luck to him. 10 hours. Good luck to his flight. I wonder if he's going to make it. He's not going to fall asleep. He's not going to fall asleep. Oh, I can't deal with long hour flights like that. It's too long. Why are some planes dark green? That's because they're military. This is a military aircraft. Anything that's green is military. He's in a Brazilian. Oh god, he's been attacked. No, it's military. Anything that is green is military. Yeah, there we go. Another military aircraft. It's the FA. He's in an aircraft. I'm not good with military planes, so don't ask me why. Check up. Right. Wow. Line up on the wrong runway. KLM. Yeah. It's a letter M. Yeah, but I mean the others. No more. The others like what? Dark background. How you get the dark background? Well, on WebEye, you got in the settings here. Go to the settings here, and then you can go and click your bockies. User interface. Yeah, it's under your settings. There's your clicky bockies. You want to get a dark background. You go to. I mean, I haven't done it in a while. You can change it to dark by just doing this and that. Play liveries, icon colors, friend colors, my color, ground icon color, military color, creators icon color, background map color, background map. You can change the map, icon, aircraft icon. Yeah, it's all there. Obviously, you got to be logged in. That makes sense. I'm currently logged in, so make sure you got yourself logged in. This guy. These people on friends list I don't even know. I'm load. Yeah, he's going to do the mic approach. Looks like an M. Always like it on white anyway. Yeah, he's gone. How's it looking? Oh god, it's starting. Oh god, I think it's going to rain, guys. Guys, it's going to rain. It's going to rain. It is starting to cloud over a bit. I don't know, visibility will be nilch. Yep. And I can see it. It's that wind blowing it, isn't it? Wind's blowing it to the west. Where the wind's the wind direction at the moment. Oh god. What, you about to do it now? It's gonna go bing on my head. If you're gonna make it ding in my head, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Uh-oh, here he goes. There it is. Just shot a plane down. The Flying Welshman has just shot my plane down. It will ding. Oh, it's still an echo anyway. There goes another plane. You know what? I'm just imaging. Right. Busy. I'm concentrating as Flip. My mind is focusing. Talking to pilots with my finger on the push to talk button. You guys are doing that command or that sound alert, bang, 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 and it'll be like this. Easy Wheezy 15, clear to your destination as filed. Runway 27 departure on the blah blah blah. Oh, flip! Apologise, Easy Wheezy. My chat decided to shoot me with a big bang of sound effects. No way. Just getting ad wet. The bang went off. Can't hear you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Karma. Karma. Absolute. It's raining, guys. Absolutely karma. Absolute karma. Absolute karma. Absolute karma. Go away, rain. It's karma, what? It's karma. Did you hear the last bit about the bang bang? Wait, if I'm so busy focusing on ATCing for departing airplanes, and yet you guys using that sound effect, I'm just gonna be like this. Wheezy, Japanesey Wheezy, clear to destination as fired on runway 27 on the Devonshire 3 November. Oh, flip! Bang goes off. Scares me the living days out of me, and AT pilots can hear me saying that. Please. I'd be a madman. Might have to consider disabling the alerts. I mean, complete them. I've been advert. Ba, 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 ba. We'll see. Oh. Really? Comes up twice. Like it's linked. Linked. At least we can see the lights. Jesus, the weather now, guys. The weather. Look at that. It just doesn't take that. It doesn't take long at all for it to be cloud over like this. It's instant. It doesn't take long at all. Yeah, I'm talking about 10 knots of wind. Oh. It is a lot more high. It is a lot more speedy weedy if you're up higher. Jesus. Turbines are not spinning fast enough. Crazy. You got an observer. In a way. How long have you been online for? Oh, 2 hours and 18 minutes. Been online for 2 hours and 20 minutes now. That's kind of a surprise. Surprise. A surprise. Yeah, you got, yeah, true. Have you thought about anything else other than East Midlands. These 7 hours, so it takes time. Yeah, okay. Part of it is you just log in, right? Sit back. There's no traffic, and you just sit back. Right. Well, we're not going to get any traffic for about 10 hours, so I just connect for 10 hours. Like, there's no traffic coming in. 10 hours later, oh, right. I do. 10 hours is up. Had no traffic. Yeah, well. What? You've got decent airports. Yeah, you got Manchester, Leeds, Southend. Got places like that. Obviously, EGPH will be a great training location. Manchester and Heathrow will be a little bit more difficult if you're not that ranking. I don't see a lot of people do Southend. I was looking at doing my local airport, Teesside, but Teesside doesn't really get a lot of traffic going in and out of there, to be honest. That's the problem. They don't. I mean, obviously, if you an ATC connects Teesside, then people see Teesside online and think, oh look, Teesside's on. I'm gonna connect. You're not gonna get on any traffic. At least with East Midlands, you kind of expect to receive a lot of cargo planes anyway. East Midlands, it's expect to see quite a decent amount of cargo planes going in and out, which there has been today, in fact. Yeah, to be honest, getting 75 hours for me is going to take a long time. I tend to do more flying than ATC. But I'm not in a rush. I'm a newbie. I need to try and understand things, learn. I do not want to rush that. Wait, what? I control an AVAO and I fly on VATSIM at the same time. What about reversed? Just prefer the better coverage for flying. Not at the same time. I'm gonna say at the same time. Better coverage for flying. You know, AVAO can get decent coverage, especially when there's an event on. Like when there was a Christmas event back in December, when Dan and I took place, we went from Manchester to Albuquerque, out to. I just got offline. We went to wrong link. What's that airport called? We went from Manchester up to here somewhere. Where is it? Up here somewhere, isn't it? About 4-hour flight. No, not that far. About here. It was a part of the event. Yeah, that's a place. Most people were taken off from Copenhagen or places in Poland, and it was busy. It really was. The coverage of how much planes that people took part in was absolutely busy. It was pretty good. It was over 120. Over 120 inbound. Dan and I took part of it. It was that busy. We ended up being in a holding pattern. We'd been in a holding pattern for 2 hours. We went into the holding pattern at like 30,000 feet, and then we just casually went down. Busy. Over 120. It was absolutely busy. It's going on webby, and you just see loads and loads of planes in a straight line, in 3 different straight lines going to that destination. This area was absolutely packed full of planes. It was covered. Absolutely covered. And also, don't forget, is Brazil, in this part of the world down here, also gets very busy. On the weekends, this is just chock-a-block. In weekends, this is just chock-a-block. Really is. Chock-a-block. it just depends on the day, end of the day. If there's events on, or Pacific time, Pacific day, like weekends, gonna get some traffic. Which is very good to see. It's very good to see. Less people are nicer here. Yeah, it's just passing. Right, so this Ryanair 1988, guess his landing rate. Guys, we got Ryanair 1988 coming in for a landing on 27. He has his landing rate. He will have SimTool Pro Kit open in the background. He will have it. Guys, in the channel, predict what his landing rate is going to be. Minus 219. Okay, I'm going to guess 89. I'm going to guess 89. Yeah. Actually, the lower it is, the more challenging it is for them, isn't it? Well, we've got 219, we've got 89. Anyone else want to mention it? Got the turnaround yet? Come on, Dan the man. Dan is a bus driver. Dan is an Airbus driver. Dan drives buses. Come on, Dan the man, you're gonna get you down on time. Ryanair 1988. Oh, Manny's dog's disconnecting now. At least Paul's still online. Oh. Yeah, once Dan's down, that's it. Not for long. Only 29. We got planes coming in. Ah, you're the Tom Jet. Yeah, baby. Why are we going down there? Mr. Tommy want me. Gonna save. And he's just done that. Well, I see you. Tom Jet. Mr. Tommy want me. Says he's open to 20 Zulu. Well, that is going to be ending soon. Well, we changed it to Foxtrot now, haven't we, boys? You scared the living desert, I mean, saying Foxtrot. But he's on gate 44. Zoom. There you are. Just double checking what you're going out on. That needs to be moved up a bit. Be bigger. Right, do that. No, we don't want to do Charlie. There we go. Gonna wait the squad code in a second. Tom Jet. 1-3 Tango. What? 1-3? Why you use 1-3, man? You're just copying someone else that used 1-3. Talking double ditch outside. Right, Foxtrot. Mr. Foxtrot. Right. No wonder you picked one. You're smart. You know why you picked that gate? Oh, for God's sake. I'd probably close after Tom 1-3 Tango. Roger that. Roger that. Roger that. Yeah, beat this gate because... Oh, flip. I can see him. 737. No way. Right, apologise about the camera being dark. I've got no curtains, which means I can't put the light on because my neighbours can see me. Hence why the camera is just adjusting the night lighting. So the camera looks terrible. Not my fault. Cool. Just informing you guys if you're not aware. Right, so Dan the man is making his final turn. Yep. Landing control is going offline. But what is the time anyway? So it's coming up to 9:10. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to control the final planes coming in now. And then that is it for me. Might be a... That's it for me. So... That is it for me. Oh. There he is. Guess what his landing rate is? There he comes. It's not straight yet. You can do it. But we're going to watch Dan landing. I can't see him. He's in the clouds. Oh god, everyone's going offline now. Come on. Yeah, ma'am. At least the weather's clearing up. I don't know for the weather just to clear. I'm just gonna cope it later. Where are you? Mine's getting closer. Right here. About 5 out. 3.5. Ouch. Did that. Three miles. Yep, I can see his lights. I can see his lighters. That'd be interesting. So he has 10 knots of wind heading 340, so it's got a bit of crosswind. And we will find out what his landing rate is. So, plane spotter, don't contact me just yet. I'm busy watching this plane. And touchdown, baby. Touchdown. Oh, look at that. Power drifting it. Just past the first exit. And plonk. I like how it does that. Just goes plonk. Wonky wonky. There he goes. How do you think he went? You're gonna go into Hotel 1? Right, there's why now, why now, why now. Oh, we got exam. Hello, we're starting ATC out. That's in Brazil. In Brazil. Boom. Ready for this? I have to wait until it contacts me. Jet's almost ready. Foxtrot is now.
Ground Ryanair 198 AC, 3 cases, runway 27 on hotel, request taxi to gate.
Ryanair 1988, yay! Perfect landing. Let me know what your landing rate is in Discord later. Taxi to gate 17 via Alpha, Quebec, Charlie Alpha to stand 17.
Stand 27 on Alpha, Quebec.
Alpha, Quebec, Charlie Alpha 17, not 27, 17, 17.
Alpha, Quebec, Charlie 17, Ryanair 1980.
Right. Come on. Right. There he is. There's Ryanair. So 17's basically right in front of me. Right in front of me so I can see him. Dan should have the scenery anyway. Oh, that's focus on that. Tom Jet. The douche. Right, 4430's squad. Wait, I just told you what it is now. If you're watching the stream, you know what your squad code is. No. Landing rate 133. Can't hear you on AVAO. Wait, what? Can't hear me. Anyone else can hear me? That's weird. Holy.
Hello there, Middle East ground, Tom Jet 13 Tango, request I for client to settle information Foxtrot.
Tom Jet 13 Tango. East Midlands, good day. Clear to the destination as filed on a Devonshire 3 November for runway 27. Squad is 4430. Let's read my notes. 4430. 4430.
Can you repeat it again, Tom Jet 13 Tango, please?
Tom Jet 13 Tango. Cleared to the destination as filed for runway 27 via the Devonshire 3 November. And your squad is 4430.
Clear to destination via runway 27 and Destiny 3 November departure. Squawk is 4430.
Jet 13 Tango, read back is correct. Report when ready.
Copy. Jet 13 Tango.
There was a problem with because you couldn't hear me either. Is it my end or Dan's end? And if anyone wants to confirm that there's an issue with my microphone, please let me know. Squad? What? Yeah. I don't know. He found the gate in a way. I don't know. He's parked. He couldn't hear you either.
On the block, stand 17, Ryanair 1988.
Ryanair 1988. Stand 17 is correct. You now can switch over to Unicom 122.8. Catch you later.
Switching to Unicom on 122.8, Ryanair 1988.
Oh boy. Anyway.
Happy birthday, Empire.
There it is! Oh my god. Send. Oh my god. Don't do it to me as well. Jesus. Alright, how's Tom Jet looking? So he needs to face north. He needs to face north. And taxi. Right, so regarding here, do we have any more traffic left? No, we don't. So we just wait until Tom Jet is gone. Then we will prepare ourselves for a closure. Prepare ourselves for a closure. Right, so we do that. Got that on standby. There we go. That is a lot of waypoints. It's going to quite a decent long flight. Nice flight though. Good pick. Good pick. Good pick. Wants to park at 4-5. It's a very small gate there. Let a tiny plane can park there. At least I'm prepared where I actually got my charts open. Like Navigraph charts open, and I can swap between the stars and the SID if I have to. Last time I didn't have this open. This week I do. And I got my paper here And I've got some stuff running in the background as well. Now it's just giving me all the stars and all that jazz because I can read it out. Devonshire 3 November, Devonshire 4 Papa, Pole Hill 2 Papa, Trent 2 November, Trent 3 Papa, Brookman's Park 2 Papa, and all that jazz. But got another graph 2 days ago, and it's you only had it for 2 days. Put it here, any other ATC tonight, and I changed my settings time, but didn't solve the issue. Oh, have you restarted the client? Because I know that if you change something in the settings, you have to restart it. Oh, bagger, that's a pain in the backside. But basically, you only heard what I said through the stream. Yeah, it's a pain in the backside. So you only had it for 2 days. I had Navigraph for about 3 years now. I think. Yeah, 3 years. Been subscribed to Navigraph for 3 years now. And I just use it on my tablet. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing. Good thing. Have to look at it. You might have to select it on the right YOLO device and then close it. Restart. Maybe a system restart might help. So. Right, so that is set. 124.05. Oh, can get rid of that. It's such a long flight. Look at this, boys. You can see all these waypoints. Logging off, let you. Yep, to be honest, Dan, once this plane spotter guy has finished, once he's up in the sky, I'm heading off. There's get rid of that. There's no more traffic after that, and to be honest, what's the time now? Yeah, it's 9:30, so not long, guys, and I'll be heading off. There's hardly anyone on. Doing well. Oh, I don't know what to think about VFR. Visual Flight Instrument rules. I don't want to think about that. God. I just take it a step at a time. I'm still learning the software. Yeah, I made you to park at 17. But I can see you parking right here. Yeah, I know, right? Even as a pilot, it's goddamn tricky. I'm glad that most people only do IVAO, isn't it? But if I'm doing VFR, I'm stack. Ramped it, yeah, I've even started it. I like doing it. I've done VFR flying, but the only thing I can do is observe what ATC say to VFR pilots. Just listen out what they have to do. But knowing where to get that information from to know what to say to them in the first place, really. Because the information I've got now, guys, is only for IFR. Navigraph charts. IFR. I mean, can I do something like this? Cessna is already ready to start and go. Engines are on. They contact you. They Papa Foxtrot November Echo Weggy. Good evening. You're clear to taxi to holding point Alpha 1. I'll call you back in X amount of minutes. Anyway, you contact saying blah 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 blah. You cleared as fold. Take off at 27 at present heading of whatever, so 200 heading, and that is it. And then you head it over to tower, and tower has the hard work. Yeah, tower clears. I'm talking about ground. As ground, you end up saying to them that hello, blah 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 blah, 1-way 27. You don't really say what SID. You don't really say you see. You just basically you contact ground to get a bit of clearance, but you end up giving them clearance to take off at 27, but you don't say what SID or no nothing, but then you give them taxiways, and once they go to the runway, power does the rest. It's a always a tricky situation. It depends what they're doing as well. They could be doing a circle around approach, going out, doing a circle around and coming back in again. IFR is a lot more easier. A long shot. Right, squad code is set 4430. Guys, I'm back. And my internet just cut out, guys. Wow. Everything's Guys, am I back? I think I'm back and my programs have stopped working. Yeah, my internet disconnected. Yeah, my internet crashed. Let me reopen this up, guys. Give me a second. Yep, my internet crashed. Oh, is it connecting?
Retour France 0.
Flip. EG. It's EG. Oh, where is it? Okay, EGNX goes. Right. Where's ground gone? What's happened to Unicom? What happened to here? Give me a second, guys. Connect this voice. Oh, flip. Oh, it's a server, that's why, you douche. Save. Give me a second, connect. Oh, there we go. Ground is back with information, George. Internet just went pooped on me. Last traffic? I'm back. I can't believe that with the flipping internet. It's my last one anyway, so out of that. Did you say anything, guys? Make sure it's connected to the right frequency. Another beat boost. Cut that down. There you go. No idea what happened with the internet, guys. It just went off. Oh well. Make sure to press the tab again on the airport tabs. Yeah, I have. Right, get rid of SIDS on that one, don't we? Right, we need to list it. Four 430, that's fine. And 2127. Why my internet cut out though? Weird. Anyway, douche. Weird. Well. That won't work now. Yeah, I know, right? You're going offline? I'm same here. Just waiting for this guy. What's taking too long? Excuse me. Yep. What time is it for you then? Might as well exit the simulator then. What time is it for you then? I'm preparing to shut down myself. Waiting for this to go. Just waiting for this final guy to give taxi clearance and then I head off. Oh, I just done this. What about it? And whereby? Ah, oh, hardly anyone here. Wow.
Is it okay if I'm to say I'm catching feelings?
Yeah, push back facing north or November. There it is. Right, Morrisons, I'll call you Morrisons. Have a good one, my man. Appreciate it for being Tower, and thanks for the support and help with a couple of things that I didn't know about. Oh no problem. I'm waiting. Yeah, those final passengers. Oh my god, you just hate them, right? You just hate those final the final passengers. As a pilot, it takes 15 minutes to board the passengers. As ATC, you're like this. Come on, man. Come on, hurry up. Shocking, right? Right, let's quit my simulator. Don't need that open. The internet disconnects. I lost all that. I'm going back then. There it is. Okay. I'm going back. Then you are live. Then hee. I'm live next week. If you want to do a return flight. Look at you. Decent long flight. No, tonight, in the night. No, it will be that time. Will I have time on? Yeah, we've got no ATCs on now, guys. Look at that. Completely empty. Realised I'm control of ATCs now. I'm control of ATCs. Really? You're doing another 4-hour flight? Jesus Christ, you're crazy. Another 4-hour flight. Well, 3 hours actually. Looks 4 hours, but it's not really, it's 3 hours. Yeah, I just said around 4 hours. Right, QNH is 1099 at 1. Then that I can't give you permission to take off. I can give you clearance to Unicom. How about that? Clearance to Unicom. Right, I just realised. Don't eat itself.
Tom Jet 13 Tango request start up and pushback. Sorry for your waiting. You need to leave now.
Tom Jet 13 Tango, push and start approved facing north. Tom Jet 13 Tango, no problem. Push and start approved facing north onto November.
Start up and pushback approved facing north.
I said it twice. Hell yeah, baby.
Now we will go back home today, until the very last hour.
Oh, someone's online.
A few more days to slay, it's gonna
far away.
get so much louder. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all.
Right, see you now because I just shut down the simulator. Shut down the simulator, boys. God, my face cam, man. Face cam's just horrible. No bedroom light on, you see. Boom chakalaka. Please. Got warmer now suddenly, hasn't it? Right. Last. I did the last night from Cars to Canadians because I went from Sweden and then the second flight takes 7 hours and I sleep 6 hours of that. Well, done it offline obviously, haven't you? You can't go to sleep and just leave it on IVAO. Obviously you went to sleep, obviously. You didn't? You didn't get in trouble with no ATC on? Okay. That's a bit of a surprise, isn't it? Shocked? Oh, it's online. No. Oh. Usually if I do a long flight and being on ATC, I make sure I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Wrong one. Let's see if anyone to raid after the stream. I just have to write this down. Oh, it's easy to remember. No ATC, 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, you'd be surprised, someone can jump in, you know. Like me when I did a long haul flight into America. I had a ATC came online in Canada, and I was glad I was there because he was a supervisor, staff member. Hey, what's up, Simon? Is Orange Simon? Not that problem again. What's up? What is up? Good evening. We are about to finish the stream very shortly, Mr. Orangey Man. Nice parking spot on the grass. Been a while? He has. Guess what? New content every day. I had done it too. I didn't see anything. Pineapple. Heard that. Heard that. Heard that. I didn't get kicked because I was there awake. I'm saying it can happen out of the blue. It's a coincidence. It went ding 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 ding. I was like, oh no. 5 o'clock here, boys. Right, contact him. Here's a supervisor with high rankings. Anyway. If you're gonna fly and sleep, it just kind of makes sense to just do it offline. Just to be on the safe side. Attention all units, information is still hotel. Oh, military ATC's on. Alright, I'm gonna see who I can raid in a way. Murphy, that I do. Oh yeah, it's Wednesday news. So obviously he tried to contact you, had no response, and then after a specific amount of contacting, he had no choice to kick you. Kinda makes sense. Do that. Don't forget, you're going to have people that are always observing. You don't have to be online as an ATC to actually do that. There's loads of people that are just observing. And occasionally you will get contacted by a person who is observing. You're gonna get that. But while you're typing in my channel, you could get request the taxi, then I can get off. Because it's coming up to 10 o'clock, boys. I need to head off very soon anyway.
Tom
Thank
Jet
you.
13 Tango request taxi to runway 27.
Tomjet 13 Tango taxi runway 27, holding point Alpha 1 via Alpha in November.
Taxi to holding point Alpha 1 via November and Tom Jet 13 Tango.
Feedback's correct. QNH is 09991. And with that, that's it. Give it a couple more seconds and then we'll switch over to 122. Wow, there's a cruise ship there. We're gonna make two-tone Murphy. Oh, flip. Right, copy that. Raid. I should have done a predicament. Oops. There you go. It went wrong. Please try again. A bitch. Right guys, I am going to do is cut some of this off. Right guys, that is it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the help and support and the people that lurk in the channel. Thank you so much for those who just stop by and just fly into or fly out of East Midlands.
Well, and have a good night. Sleep well. Bye-bye. Tom Jet 13 Tango.
Tom Jet 13 Tango, appreciating. With that, you can switch over to Unicom 122.8 and have a good 4-hour flight. And
Thank you
boom.
very much. I switched to Unicom. Bye-bye. And thanks for a good ATC. Sorry for the delay.
Right, and with that, we can disconnect into offline status. We can make this off. Get rid of that. Right, guys, that is it. Oh, rest my ears. And we can now disconnect. Oh yeah, baby. So next week I'm going to continue doing this. So guys, go around next week as well. I'm going to be continuing doing this next week as well. Trying to get this done every Wednesday. It's going to be a while before I can consider going up in the world, but I'm going to keep at it at East Midlands for 2709 before I go to EGPA, all sorts of stuff. I think the priority is to get used to using this program, software. Sleep well. It's only 10. It's 10 PM, 10 to 9 here. 10 to 10 here. And I'm feeling hot. So I'm going to raid Murphy. I'm going to raid two-tone Murphy. And I'll catch you Thursday. I may be on tomorrow or maybe not. You'll be flying. Back to flying. Oh yeah, baby. It will be flying. I need to check something first. It will be flying. Right, catch you later, Dan. Hopefully you fix your microphone issue out, and I am going to hoot the boot. Catch you all for flying, either tomorrow or Friday, and I will be back doing ATC next Wednesday. With that, guys, have a good one and good night. Bye bye.